windows, not too big, but very pleasant. And they ran in and they said, "Let me in, big sister, let me in, big sister. Wolf is chasing us." So the big sister let him in and shut the door. And then the wolf came to the door, chasing down the little brother and sister, and says, "Let me in, let me in." And the big sister said, "No, you can't come in my house." And the big wolf said, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." And all three said, "No, you can't come in. No, you can't come in." And the wolf huffed and he puffed, and he couldn't blow down the brick house. And he was wondering what he was going to do. Now, the brick house looked a lot like Papa and Nana's house. Had a big chimney in it. So the wolf said, "I'm going to come down the chimney if you don't let me in." So they said, "No, you can't come in." And the wolf went to climb up on the roof, and when the wolf was climbing up the roof, the little piggy started a fire in the fireplace. And all of a sudden, the wolf put his head in the fire in the chimney, and all the smoke came up, and he coughed. He couldn't breathe. He went, and he was so sick, he went home and didn't bother the piggies forevermore.
That was the silliest part ever.
That was the silliest part ever?
Silliest you've ever heard?
Another one.
Another one.
The same story.
You want the same story?
Sometimes they start off as good stories, but they turn out to be silly. Well, let's see.
He's going to tell you another one?
This is a story about a polar bear.
Polar bear?
Polar bear named Clyde.
Polar bears are my favorite. The ladybugs. Polar bears are my favorites.
And Clyde the polar bear was getting hungry one day, so he went down to the town dump. And he thought everybody throws away food. And so he went down and he started opening up packages and bags. And the first thing he was looking for was a salad. He likes to start off his meal with a salad.
Silly bear.
So he ended up finding some lettuce and some tomatoes, and he had a great little salad. And then he thought, well, now let's see, what would I like to eat? And then he said, I'm going to look for some apples. And sure enough, a polar bear has a great nose. He can smell apples from a long ways off. He found a bag of apples, so he had a feast of apples. And then he thought, what else could I have? And then he smelled pizza.
Pizza.
Someone had thrown some pizza away, about a half a pizza. And so he went and he found the pizza, and the pizza was a cheese pizza. Do you like cheese pizzas? No? What kind do you like?
Pepperoni pizza.
Oh.
Pepperoni, yeah.
Okay. So he had this cheese pizza. And he sat there and he said, I'm still kind of hungry. What else can I smell? And he smelled some pepperoni pizza.
Oh.
And then he found the bag with the pepperoni pizza, and he ate, and he ate, and he ate until his tummy was full. Well, of course, a polar bear with a full tummy, you know what he's got to do. He's got to take a nap. So he cozied up beside a nice, soft, it wasn't a soft rock. but it had moss on it, so it felt soft. So he laid down beside this rock, put his head on it, and he took a nap. He slept for quite a while. When he woke up, he thought, kind of warm, I'm going to go for a swim. And I think I'll go swim out to that little iceberg and sit on it. So he took a nice long swim, and he climbed up this little iceberg, and he sat on it. And what did he do then?
What do you think he did?
Decided he better go back. And so he swam back to the land. By this time it was time for supper. And he went out into the field and he found some pumpkins. And so what he had is he had some pumpkin pie. And he had really enjoyed the pumpkin pie. Then it was time to go to bed for the night, and so he found a little cave. And he climbed into this little cave, and he took his sleep for the night. And that's the story of Clyde the polar bear. Are you getting ready to have a nice night's sleep?
What do you say to Papa?
Thank you. Another one.
No, how about sweet
I
dreams?
gotta save another one for tomorrow.
Yeah, you were about to fall asleep in that last story. Can you say goodnight to Papa?
Happy dreams. I love you.
Nice nap like Clyde, okay?
You gonna take a nice
that
nap?
nice little cave he found.
We could pretend this is your cave.
You can curl up on your bed and pretend it's your cave. And have some... Clyde had some very happy dreams, so I hope you have some happy dreams too.
Will you have happy dreams, Annabelle?
Mm-mm.
No. You're
Oh,
silly.
just for Clyde. Clyde had some, so you should have some too.
Can you say goodnight to Nan and Papa?
No.
You know, you're not going to say goodnight?
Oh,
Love you.
we love you, and I'm going to say goodnight.
What are you going to say?
Fifi.
You're going to say Fifi?
Fifi, Papa.
Fifi. Night, night, Fifi.
Night-night.
Night, night, Fifi, Nana.
Night, night, Fifi, bellie.
Night, night, Fifi, Nana.
Happy dreams.